Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, if you're trying to get at least $10,000 and you have a high debt to income ratio and you have bad credit, I have a list of lenders that you possibly can reach out to see if they are willing to work with you. Alright, now the reason that these here lenders are better than the banks or the credit unions is because usually their debt to income ratio is much higher. They go high as 75% debt to income ratio. Alright, where the banks, like with your credit union, Navy Federal, 55%, Chase Bank, American Express, those type of banks and stuff, they go up to 55%. Alright, so if you're trying to get a personal loan, at least up to $10,000, then those lenders may not be the best resource for you. So these lenders here, I think that they would probably be put you in a better position. Plus, I have a little hack that possibly can help you get $10,000 as well. All right, that being said, the first lender is Universal Credit. Okay, and many of you heard me talk about Universal Credit. They loan from $1,000 up to $50,000. You have to have at least one account on your credit file. So if you don't have no accounts on your credit file, they don't deal with you. And your credit file has to be at least 2 years old. Now, I'll tell you a way that you can possibly age your credit file. If you're a person that's paying rent and you've been at the place that you've been paying rent, but you've been paying through your checking account or whatever, you can sign up with one of those rent reporters, and what they do, they will age your credit file. So that may be an option for you to help age your credit file. All right, that being said, the next lender that you want to check out is Upstart. Now with Upstart, they do a soft pull, TransUnion. Now, the amount of income you have to qualify with Upstart is at least $12,000 annually. So about $1,000 a month. Okay, so their loans go from $1,000 up to $50,000. All right, and again, their DTI, you're hovering about, I think their DTI is about 75%, as well as Universal Credit. I think they're up to 55%. Now, excuse me, Universal Credit is up to 75%, but one of the things about with some of these lenders, and I'll put it in the description, that some of these lenders, they may not loan to every state, okay? So just keep that in mind. But that's the reason I'm giving you a list of lenders that you can reach out to you, plus a hack to go along with it. Now the next lender is Upgrade. Now Upgrade soft pull, FICO 9, their loans go from $1,000 up to $50,000. Average credit score to get approved is 600. Excuse me, a 640. But that doesn't mean that you have to have a 640. If you have a 580 credit score, the key thing about this is having a good income. All right, for these lenders. So you may have a high debt to income ratio, and you may have one or two challenges on the credit file. So having good income is what a lot of these lenders are focusing on. Plus they use other data metrics. All right, so they're looking at how long you've been at your place of residence. They're looking at how long you may be on your job. Now with some of these lenders, they don't care if you're receiving alimony, child support, you may be on disability or welfare. Those are some of the other data points they may accept, even though you may have challenging credit. Okay, so just keep that in mind when looking out to these lenders. The next lender is Opportune. Now with Opportune, their loans go from $300 up to $12,000. The minimum income you have to have is at least $500. Now with Opportune, they split theirs up. The first loan that they offer you is from $300 up to $6,000, and then the second loan, if you choose to go back to them, is from $300 up to $12,000. All right. Now, there's one lender on here which is Avant. Avant, their loans go from $2,000 up to $35,000. All right. Now, the interesting thing about Avant, again, you can have at least a 580 credit score, and they're willing to work with you. All right, for most of these lenders, like I said, with some of them wanting maybe $500 a month. Some of them, I think with Avant, they want you to make at least $1,200 a month, to my understanding. So that's something you have to think about. But it's a soft pull on the credit file, so to see what you qualify for. All right. Now, I want to tell you about these here other lenders because they are tribal lenders. All right, and so they don't loan up to $10,000, but this here hack definitely should help you to raise that $10,000. Like FundJoy, they have loans from $200 up to $5,000. You have to have at least an $800 income, monthly income. Then you have Indie loans loans from $100 up to $5,000, as well as Uprova, loans from $100 up to $5,000. Plus, with Uprova, once you start making your payments back, they would actually start reporting it to your credit report. Okay, so to help build up your credit report. So that's a good thing. They don't do the hard pull on the credit, but when you start making loans back to the making payments back to the loan, then they would actually. That being said, here's the hack. All right, so you have bad credit, but with these tribal lenders, okay, they may give you like maybe 25. Just say they give you 3,500 instead of 5,000. But you can apply with 3 different lenders to raise that, hopefully raise that almost $10,000 loan. So don't think that, well, I only got $2,500 here. That doesn't mean, or $25 or $3,500 at one place. That doesn't mean you can't apply to other lenders, all right, to help you raise that $10,000. Because again, the lenders that I've chose, they're not doing a hard inquiry on the file. Now, one thing that they may do, most of the time with some of these lenders, they may check Clarity, which is owned as a third-party credit bureau, which is owned by Experian. They may check DataX, which is owned by Equifax, or they may check Factor Trust, which is owned by TransUnion. Okay, so they may check one of those, or they may check LexisNexis. All right, but the biggest key to getting these loans is making sure that you have an active bank account, an active email, an active phone number. All right, and like I said, with these third-party lenders, they want to make sure that that you've been on your job, or you have at least a consistent income. Okay, that's very important, having a consistent income. Like I said, you can be on welfare, you can be on disability, alimony, child support, and they'll work with you, but you do have to have a consistent income, all right? So if you have any other questions about personal credit funding, business credit funding, how to remove negative items off of your personal credit, by the way, we're still working on the ebook. Soon as we finish with the book, we'll let you all know about the credit repair book that we're working on. All right, we're updating the credit repair book. So if you all have any other questions, click the link in the description and schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.